Good morning. My name is Carl. I was a teacher and administrator, and Learn is my fourth successful education innovation organization. It's actually probably my most successful. In the last, since January 1st, we've had 14x user growth. Our data growth is 12,000%. We're getting about 5 million data points a day right now, and that continues to expand. If you're a Silicon Valley investor, we're not for you because we're not just eyeballs. We're also based in North Carolina, and we make money. We launched in 2004 as part of Kaplan Techstars Accelerator. In our first year, we beat our numbers by 24%. Last year, we grew 350%. And last week, we matched 2016 revenue. I haven't told you what we do yet, and I'm going to. But the way we have fueled this growth is because we've got the strongest team in education technology. Technologists, educators, researchers, and academics addressing the toughest problem in education technology. It's a $12 billion market, and nobody knows what's used, what's bought, and if it drives outcomes. This is a massive, massive problem for every side of the industry. It's also, this is an entire market held together with Google Spreadsheets and SurveyMonkey. Until now, we created Learn Platform as a complete ed tech management system for schools, districts, states, and higher education institutions. They can more easily find, buy, manage, and measure which ed tech is working for their instructional practices, their operations, and their budgets. What does that mean? It means that when they're discovering tools, they can use the largest product library in the country with the most detailed data and dig into what's actually being used and what teachers feel about it, as well as pricing information and other details that they can't find anywhere else. When they move into the procurement cycle, our vendor engagement module increases their purchasing power, makes the sales process more efficient for product companies, which means their prices go down, and they can even see what other districts and institutions are paying for products. As they manage all of this ed tech and they get control of those tools, they're able to see, share, and communicate across all their schools, educators, and peer institutions what's happening. They can run pilots more efficiently and manage the entire process. They can see instant dashboards of what's being used, what's approved, what's not approved, know when their contracts are coming due, and know how to get the best prices. And as they analyze that information, they can see what's actually being used and how often. In fact, we just released our Impact 2.0 module. The module allows districts and institutions to run what would take 6 to 12 months in a third-party evaluation in about 20 minutes. We're analyzing about 1.5 million data points in 2.5 seconds to understand what are we using, and when we use it, does it help our students grow? Are they succeeding? Is it driving the numbers? So all that is nice and it's technology, but what does this actually mean right now? It means we can know things that we've never known before. Anybody want to guess how many digital technology tools were used in the state of Utah last week? Guesses? 8? 100? 621 tools were used. The state of Utah wonders what's going on, and now they can see that. They can also see what were the top 25, which teachers and students were using those tools, how often, what percentage of those were reference tools versus curricular tools, and they can start to dig into things like, did everybody get a good price? Or in what situations did it work best for their scenario? Did it support student and teacher success? Our system and automated research design means any organization can upload the data they already have, and our system will automatically tell them if they're running a correlative, comparative, or control trial. We'll do all these analyses so they can not only look into natural usage groups, but also how those usage groups grew, what that impact on learning was, and what the potential cost savings and budget savings were for their organizations. Not only that, when schools, districts, and institutions subscribe to Learn Platform, It's a white labeled software as a service. Their return on investment in 12 to 18 months is between 8 and 15x. They save in licenses, identifying licenses that they never use, in their own product efficiencies, staff efficiencies, and finally, in increasing their purchasing power through our vendor engagement module. This is an actual example, and all of our schools, districts, states, and institutions see similar results. Our business model is pretty straightforward. It's free for individuals. You can go to Learn Platform right now, access the product library, share your experiences, and see what other teachers think. You can ask other educators a question if you'd like. If you're a verified educator, your insights will not only be rewarded, but they will be aggregated and shared across the community if you so choose. We also work with states and networks and associations where we provide the plumbing for them to do things like share pricing or support their members to engage together, to see subsets of information, so that if I want to know what's going on in a small rural school like mine with high free and reduced lunch, I can look across my peer groups. But we also sell directly to districts and higher education institutions. For a low annual subscription, they've got white labeled full EdTech management and analysis. It is the fastest growing, most diverse network of administrators making decisions on EdTech decisions, on instructional, operational, and budget decisions. We have over 50,000 educators already using the system, and that continues to grow quickly. Our addressable market here in the US for schools and districts in higher ed is over 600 million. And this summer, we'll launch a product for product vendors and investors to understand what's actually happening with your own products and be able to run rapid cycle evaluations in a fraction of the time and the cost it's taken you or in a way that you haven't done in the past. We're best of breed. We're the only ones that cover all levels of the EdTech management scenario, and we're best of breed in all four categories: finding, buying, measuring, and managing. We're set for high growth. The combination of recurring revenue, the go-to-market strategy, and our continued technology is driving significant growth. So if you believe that results should matter, whether you're a product company, an investor, or, of course, an educator, we'd love to talk to you. My name's Carl, and we started Learn Platform so that results matter. Thank you so much.